Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Garage. Sorry about the noise, there's a puppy involved in this project. He's going to be assisting me. But today we are going to be working on installing a subwoofer into the Galant. Right now it's got good sound. It's got the two door speakers that are, I believe, working, the two tweeters in the front, and two potentially 8-inch in the back. But I'd like to put this guy in, see how it enhances the sound. I should have everything to set it up. It is an amp included, 1500. We'll see if that works out or not. We got a 12-inch subwoofer. I got all of this all together as a deal off of Facebook Marketplace, so we'll see how it works out. It should work. And while we have the dash out and the radio out, I wanted to put in or swap out the old bulbs in the climate control and see how that will work out. Yeah, let's get this started and take a look at everything. All right, so the plan is as follows. I got to pull up the boot area. I got to use a trim tool to kind of pop out the trim all around there, pop that out, and then from there I should be able to access, I think, a couple of screws at the bottom of this panel right here. Pop that out, then I should be able to get access to the back of the radio and hopefully the climate control, and we're gonna figure it out from there because I have no idea what I'm doing, but let's see you there.
Okay, we got it. Just trim tool to get back here, maybe?
Alright, it's been a couple of days. Got an update for you. So I ordered a new air conditioning control unit to try and swap it out. It was from a Diamante from, I think, 1998, I believe. And it would have had on the little LCD display temperature in Fahrenheit. Because I screwed around with that one and I realized that there is, like, that LCD display is completely dead. It's toast. So I want to swap it out with a new one, but I got the new Diamante one, plugged it all in, got it set up, and that display also does not work. And so looking on the eBay description and stuff and looking a little bit more closely, even though everything said it said it worked and it was used, but everything was working, the LCD display and all the pictures, it was not on. It was never plugged in. So I found another listing that was for a Diamante, and that one showed a picture of the display in the car working, plugged in, and I could see the little image. So hopefully the one that's coming in will work, but in the meantime I'm gonna mess around with the subwoofer, see if I can get that installed and wired up. I checked on the back of the radio real quick a little bit ago, and it does have the outlet, or the plugs, the red and the white plug, so I can plug in my wiring and get that all set up. But we're going to route some wires and see if we can get this thing set up and working. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm really hoping it will, but only time will tell, and let's see how it works out. Hey, welcome back. This is going to be a big jump in what happened. Learned a lot, and everything's complete. So, how to take the dash out real quick, just to go over it. Basically, take off your shift knob, and then just kind of pull up on the shift boot, or pull your little meat hooks down there, and just pop this thing out. It's all in clips, and then this panel, that all pops out. Just pull that out as well. It's all in clips. The radio face was a little bit different. I had to pop that out first because this radio face is bigger than this, so the radio face goes over the panel. So I had to pull that out first, pull out that, and then our AC unit came attached to this, so I had to unscrew those. There's like 4 screws there that attach it to this, and then from there unplug this unit. We ended up doing a lot of work. I bought 2 different units from Diamante's. One of them that said it worked, everything did not work, or everything, the light screen, LCD screen or whatever it is, did not work. So I had to return that, get a new one, and when I plugged that in, that worked perfectly. Like, it was great. So from that point, I ended up swapping out the LEDs. There's 2 of them. All right, there's 2 bulbs here, and then a bulb here and a bulb here for all the lights. I changed out, they're all different sizes. I changed out I think they're wedges. I changed out LEDs for all of them, and I learned that the LEDs are directional. So if you twist it in one way, it doesn't work. Flip it 180 degrees, twist that in, and then they work. So I went through, did that, and got that squared away. Found out that the other unit, I guess there just isn't power going to those lights. So now I have confirmed working bulbs and confirmed working LEDs. But now I have purple LEDs in all of this. Just wanted to give y'all a catch up on what I've been doing. It's just been a bunch of craziness. My previous battery died, so I was playing with electrical issues. But now we're all set. Let's turn this on. Okay, so there you go. Power's on. We have actually, I don't think you can see that at all. Let's do this. Boom. I hope you can see. You might not be able to, but we got this guy working. It shows Fahrenheit, which is cool. Diamante shows all English, which is awesome. Let's put some air on. Everything. Oh, this feels so nice right now. It's hot in here. So that works. And then when you go to turn the lights on, it'll turn the screen off, but these guys will illuminate. There's that. Turn that off, and then we can turn the brightness up or down.
Not sure if you can... But there we go. Everything is set with our purple LEDs. It took a lot of work to get here, but we're here. I also, while I had the radio out, I was able to plug in the subwoofer and the remote, which is good. Let's get this light back on. So this aftermarket radio had 2 ports for the subwoofer, and I tied in the remote power with the power for this radio. So whenever the radio turns on, it sends a signal down to the amp to turn on. And then from there, I still need to wire the power and then just basically plug everything else in, and it should just work. We're so close to the end, and I'm sweating in here now. But that's our update. We just got to hook up wires, essentially, and then that's it. Cool. Hey, so we got this little rubber grommet. I put a piece of baling wire through. Down there, poked it through, found it on the other side. I'll show you in a second, but I got this guy tied up to my wire that I'm going to be pulling through. And hold on, I'm going to grab a light. Okay. All right. And you will find it right here. It's just kind of, yeah, up there. So I'm going to be pulling it through, putting it underneath the carpet, and it's going to follow all the way back. Wish me luck. Mission success. We pulled it through. With some force, it took a little bit, but it finally came through. Heck yeah. All right, looking good. All right, we have got everything ran. All the wires set up, all ran through. Little section in the back here. It goes through into the rear seat. We got our ground screwed in. We got our speaker wire ran same way, opposite side. If you open up the Galant, pull the seat right from this corner, there's a little pathway from here through into the back. Then we went through down here, all the way through into the front for the speaker. Same thing over here. Came through the side of the seat. There's a little tunnel here that goes all the way through. Down here through the carpet. Over through here, through the carpet. Up inside through the grommet in here. We got the power wire here. We're going to hook this thing up in a second, and hopefully it will work. Fingers crossed.
Well, it's been a while. It's been actually like 2 months since I filmed the last scene for this sub. It has been a doozy. So let's get you caught up with what's been happening over the last 2 months with this car. I got a new battery, and immediately, like within a day or two, went to go start it. Battery was dead again. I was like, all right, it can't be two bad batteries in a row. That it could be one bad battery, but not the chances of 2 bad batteries in a row. Can't be that. So I start going through the car. I'm like, it's got to be a draw. It's got to be grounded out somewhere. It's got to be a wire that's just screwed up, because I've been playing in the dash, getting that AC unit all squared away, and I've been playing with the radio and all those wires, and I've been hooking up the underglow, and it had to be something like that. And so I was digging through the car, and I could not find what the issue was. 2 bad batteries. Before I brought it into the shop, I had to buy a 3rd battery. So I went back and I went to AutoZone and got my battery replaced because it was still under warranty. Got everything ready in the car, got my jump pack and everything, threw that new battery in, and immediately drove over to the shop and was like, hey, here's the issues that I've been having with this car, thinking that it was a short somewhere, something was having a draw on it, parasitic draw. And so they had the car for like 2 weeks, and every 2 or 3 days or whatever, they started it up and it just started fine. There was no issues at all. So like, yeah, we can't find anything, sorry. So got the car back, and after looking into it again, it was actually 2 bad batteries in a row. That doesn't happen super often, but I guess with AutoZone stuff, like, who knows if the batteries that you're getting are good or not. Well, 2 of them weren't. So the third one is, and everything works now. I got the sub hooked up. I got all the wiring redone. I went back into the back of the radio, pulled all the center console, or the AC unit, the radio, pulled that all apart, and dug into the wires. Found that the remote power wire for the amp was not actually giving off power, so I had to go through, test with my multimeter, turn the ignition on, see if there's power, turn the ignition off, see if the power went away. And I went through testing a bunch of wires that were just floating around there, and I found one for the radio that when you turn the ignition on, power is distributed. So I put my wire, attached it to that, got it all taped up and everything, so it's good to go, insulated. And I ended up routing a new power wire for the actual sub itself. I went from, like, I think it was a 6 gauge initially that I had put in there, and I just wasn't feeling good about it. I ended up getting a 0 gauge wire, which was much thicker, and it's a lot more expensive, obviously. It was a higher quality one. My future plans eventually will be battery relocation to the trunk, so I think that would be a good wire to use from the battery in the trunk to bring it out here and have a post where all the electronics can run off of. But that's in the future, but I future-proofed the car by putting in the thicker wire, which was a pain to get it through the firewall. Oh my gosh, I spent like 20-30 minutes trying to pull that thing through. It was tight. Let's look at these notes, see what else I got. Yeah, I got rid of my old catch can, the massive, huge homemade catch can that was from Japan. Got rid of that for a newer, smaller catch can because it just took up so much space. Now I have a full-size battery and everything, so that's working out well. What else did I get? Ooh, got a battery maintainer. As you can see, this is where it plugs in at. I'll open up the hood in a second and give you a better breakdown on what it is, or what it does, but it's working out really well so far. Basically, when the car's not in use, plug it in, and it's not going to overcharge. It just makes sure the battery, whenever you unplug it and take the car, it's good to go. The battery won't be an issue. And it has a light indicator on the maintainer itself to tell you if there's an issue with the battery. So if the battery's toast, it'll tell you. Or if it's starting to go, it'll tell you, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll bring you over, show you everything that's new with the car, and let you take a look at it. Alright, so we got the purple catch can with the same lines as before. We got the bigger battery, and this is the battery maintainer right here. So when it's plugged in, it'll show the light indications right here, and it's basically hardwired into the battery. This is the new wire that I got for the subs. It's significantly thicker than the one before. It goes right into the firewall down there, which was a pain to get into the route the rest of the way through. But basically, when I have it, the other side of the wire goes through the grill and comes out here. So I could basically plug it right in here. And if you didn't see that, now it'll charge it up and it'll show green whenever it's fully charged and ready to go. So it's pretty sweet. I think it's helping me out quite a bit. But then let's go over to take a look at the sub. So this is the whole setup. Going in there, going through back there. Everything is all set up. I used a smaller wire right here, but everything is working very, very well. Let's get some music going so you can see how well it works. Alrighty. We are plugged in. Yeah, so 20 is like a normal good volume, but like it's thumping right now. But usually going up to like 30 is like where you can drive with the windows down in here. Let's just bump it up to see. It's pretty loud. Also, purple, it's working. Going and putting the lights on, that purple will illuminate, which is pretty sweet. And you can make it dim and brighten it up. Same as your dash. Like it's pretty sweet. It's very nice having purple. Eventually I'm gonna do the dash with purple as well, for the speedometer and everything, but that's very far down the road from now. But everything works and it's awesome. I love it. This is project complete. So with everything said and done, that's a project complete. Super pleased with it. Everything turned out really, really well, and I'm thrilled with it. It sounds great. It's awesome. Eventually I'm gonna grab a piece of plywood, cut it out to shape of the trunk, and mount everything down so it doesn't slide around, but that's gonna be, that's it. It's awesome. I'd probably rate it like a 6 out of 10 for difficulty as far as like a newbie or someone that doesn't really know anything about it. I learned a lot doing this, for gauge of wire, everything that you need for it, power requirements and everything. It's just, I learned a lot. But as always, have a good one, learn something new, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.